share with you guys what the progress we had during the marketing call and sort of some of the things that we went over. Also to see what came up, see what I guess the what you have to share with us later regarding the changes that are happening, and yeah, I guess talk about maybe how the Eat Mexico event, and maybe we met some contacts there, uh, some people that we ought to be reaching out and thinking about ways to ally with them or partner with them, or uh, find ways to, yeah, create synergies with the people that we met through networking, right? So that's my intention. Distraction, no distraction. I guess I'm pretty settled here. I'm not at my house. I'm still um, I'm on the city called Tampico, a small beach by the Gulf, like a 2 hour drive from where I actually live. And here with a friend. Went to the beach yesterday. Um, yeah, so that's that. And playlists on my playlist this week, probably all reggaeton. I mean, I went to Mexico, and uh, yeah, I tore up the dance floor. You know, no lie. So straight up, that's that. So yeah, I'll pass it to Juanca. Juanca, are you there? Okay, well, I guess we can circle back to you. I'll pass it to Acid Laser.
Uh, Anka says that he had to take a call, maybe his cell phone. Okay, and
Oh, yeah, cool.
intentions will communicate you the things that we I talked with Edu about the com's current status. I'm going to share you the document we did, all the stuff. Distractions. I am kind of hungry, but you know. And in my playlist, uh, I got yesterday a vinyl from the last Shadow, a band from Alex Turner and Miles Kane. First album of them. I like it very much, and that's what I've been listening. And I'll pass it to IRM.
Thank you. My intentions this week again is to focus on to kicking off the content curation service on a lot of different aspects and levels of it. Um, and in terms of distractions, my house is under construction, and on my playlist, um, yeah, a lot of craft work this week. Just because it's usually for me more of like a winter metropolis city group, and then I think I started missing them this summer, so I went back to them. Craft work, they're amazing. I'll pass it to if Anka is back. If not, back to you, Antoine. Are you back on? Maybe.
Thank you. Are you there, Juanca, or we should step? Well, I think you're still in the call.
Hey, sorry. I
Okay.
was I had to take a call, sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, my intention is to sync with you guys. Also to share that from Gravity, today we will be distributing the BOAP to the third generation of Gravitons, and that we are planning to host an event, a Twitter space, in September around welfare at work. All that around like setting expectations and um, like health insurance and all these kind of things that are like gray areas still in this space. So yeah, we are planning to do that, and we want to use the Twitter the Twitter account of the TC for that. So yeah, we are going to have an advice process with the stewards to know if there's any blockings to this.
Cool. Good. Yeah. Good.
And
And excuse me.
no, and about the playlist,
Okay.
I saw the Dragon Ball Z movie on the weekend. It's really good.
It's good. I'm going to see it too. Okay. So let's talk about um, the state of com. Okay. So Tam and Edu, you can hear me good?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, some weeks ago, Tam and Edu advised me to start making some changes in comms. So, the first step for this is doing this document that I shared with them in the last stewards call. This is the state of comms, where you can see the budget left in each team, the completed tasks, outstanding things, issues, and recommendations. Uh, we had the some stewards commentaries here. They were very helpful for the next things happening, and I'm going to share with you this. So in Twitter, we have a good budget for a couple of months more than 3,000 k, and complete stuff. We have covering all in real life events with TC activity, campaigns for different TC projects, and collab with other DAOs, covering the community notice an activity. In outstanding topics, we had the TC Stars engagement on fire. We need more of that. The most solid comes area since in TC, and almost getting to 5K followers without publicity and promotion. That's very nice. Issues and risks, we need back TT Tuesdays. For that, we need a contributor who can help us draft tweets with more technical concepts. And also, we need more drafters for tweets because I always seen other stuff and I need a little recommendations. Unite this thing with the marketing one, and also this team needs to stay. You know, in the marketing team, also the greatest teams we have here, led by Mamano, is a team with more budget, with more than 18K. And also, we had complete 5 newsletter and working on the sixth one. Outstanding, Mamano and empty contributions are exceptional. Good use of their budget and contributors are active in the community. Issues and risks some contributors taking into account for the team are now gone. As you remember, there were a lot of contributors when we started the team project, and they are left because the money, I think, recommendations. Well, we need this thing with the tier one. Animation video production team. Well, we have a budget that this budget is going to pay when we finalize the video. It has been a lot of it has been paused because I have a lot of work, but I'm going to start this week taking the project management of this so we can finalize the video. So completed, we have the full quantifier tutorial animatic done, quantifier tutorial sound design done, first payment done. Outstanding, we have very talented contributors. We can help communicate very complicated topics, and there are a couple projects at door. Issues and risks, it has a very slow process because the production pipeline and contributors have normal jobs in their lives. Recommendation, this team is by projects, so we can continue like this and open our services to other DAOs and products. Okay, translations. More than 10 translations in 3 languages. Many more in review and to do. the workspace optimization to language outstanding, a lot of new contributors, and this list has been amazing. Engagement with people who doesn't speak English. Issues and risk. This one are from Cuenca. A proposal for funding adjustment has not passed after 14 days. There have been more days because this document is old. Leadership and coordination inside teams, distribution and promotion of the articles. As someone of you know, there were a fight with our last project manager, and he has been doing a really great work. This is the money we have pending. We have this one in the multisig, 851 X die, but we need this to pay the payments, pending payments. And as a recommendation, this team has been awesome but not indispensable in this moment. And open special bounties in a future proposal for very necessary things to translate. And the major problem here, the T Academy team, well, they reach more than 6K followers, outreach with educational content to the spotlight of other communities, great support to T communication, Angie's work is outstanding, a lot of presence space. Issues and risks. Proposal for funding adjustment has not passed after more than 1 month. Angie and Anatech continue working while there was no budget, and I think this was a confusion and a very big problem. Recommendations: by the moment we need to say bye to this team, only support them with Twitter promotion in our Twitter account and give Angie a full-time job in the academy. That Tam says that this tag is started already. I really don't have too much information about it, but if it is, good for me. And these are some proposals for all the comms: unit marketing and Twitter planning, uh, say goodbye to T Academy and translations, designate a budget for special bounties, advantageous contribution designs, etc. Okay, and now I was talking with Edu some minutes ago, and the first thing we need to do, I don't know if you have some opinion of this, is to pay the pending payments we have for translations with the marketing team budget. Also talk with Patty from the T Academy team, so make a template to check about what she sees about the problem we have with the T Academy pending payments, so we can discuss what we can do, what she thinks is the best option to advance. Maybe pay with the T Academy 50% each one, the pending payments. This one is a tax I need to do later. Talk with Patty about this, and also continue working. And when we have zero budget in each team, just make a single comms funding proposal. With this, we can pay the marketing team, the Twitter one, and all the things we have. Just we want multisig, the council multisig, so this can help transparency too, of payment per month, and that's it. And I don't know if you have some opinion, some advices, some commentaries. Manu, especially you, I need your opinion. You're very important for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. First of all, yeah, congratulations on this sort of like.
Thank you.
I guess I'm not that visible here, but you'll know my face. Yeah. Congratulations on distilling all this information. I think it was great. I actually had seen it before I went to Mexico, but in Mexico I forgot to buy you Mayahuel for the for this great work and for the analysis. Yeah. So yeah, my knee jerk reaction was not to share funds from marketing. I'm kidding. But yeah, I actually it's not that big of an amount. So and I think yeah, I think the bulk of it goes to NT. And NT, I think he's contributing a lot to the marketing. So it's sort of like divine justice in a way, you know.
Yes, it's
And
only
yeah,
800, I think.
yeah. And then Gustavo, yeah, the bulk of it goes to NT and Gustavo, and I can actually ask Gustavo to maybe help me with. Oh yes, I can actually do that. I can ask Gustavo. I've been wanting to do a Twitter scraping bot for the longest time, and I had actually started it, but the engineer that was helping me had a family emergency. His dad went to the hospital. I don't know what happened later. I just lost contact, never responded, and so the project never completed. But Gustavo is a programmer. He's good with that, so maybe I can ask him to um, yeah, to help us with the Twitter, with the Twitter scraping. I actually had an idea doing a Twitter scraping of there's a Gitcoin grant right now. Let me share my screen um, really quick.
Well, I want to say two things.
Yeah,
Um, One, a question for Manu. Is the round 15 open already, or is it going to open?
no, it's going to open in September.
Okay, perfect. And the other thing is great work, Acid Laser. I think that um, Chuy maybe did his best, but as everything in things, when we are innovating, um, there can also be mistakes on that, and you took that and you are transforming a situation into something different, and that's something really cool. That's the capacity to transform things. And I also think that decentralization is a good thing, but it's also something that needs to be in the proper measure. And maybe having five multisigs, each for each team, like was too much decentralized, and maybe that led to leadership and coordination issues between some of the teams. But I think that this idea of making one multisig, it's good because it's not a such big group of people, and I think that way it will be easier to manage the funds in a unified way. So yeah, congratulations, man.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so yeah, as I was saying, there's this grant that's called ETH Leaderboard, and it is the 100 most followed accounts on um, on Twitter that have the dot ETH name on them. So yeah, I'm thinking for one initiative that for marketing I want to do is do sort of like a digest of what those 100 accounts are talking about, or an analysis of like the topics they talk about, the questions they ask, the articles they share, and provide that sort of like as a culture. Um, uh, Actually, it could be token curated because it's additional value that you're giving, and it's sort of like going above and beyond something that um, yeah, it would be fair exchange, I guess. Anyway, I digress. Going back to the question at hand. Uh, yeah, I think the sharing of funds is it's fine by me. Um, Again, um, I'm not the one to decide. I'm just one person that I guess is the one interested the most in marketing. If other people want it, they could. um, also suggest ways or initiatives to go into comms and then maybe um, gain more leadership or influence within the team. But what else? There was something else I wanted to say regarding these.
Well, yes, this um, sharing multisync, I was talking about the future, not now. Is when we have a zero budget in all the teams, so we do a single multisig for all the teams, all the payments. So we can, so because it's having five multisigs is a mess, and Septi is struggling a lot with the audits and all this stuff. And sharing multisig by now is just to help pay the pending payments for translation that are only for 800. I know, and we need 1,127 X type, so we can pay these people and and be with less problems in this moment.
Yeah, I understood correctly. The way I see it, the sort of like the amount of funds that we may get the next time we ask for funding is sort of like a function of the impact that the current funds on marketing have right now, and also the work that all the other teams have done and how they have used the funds, right? So I guess the better that we use those funds within recurring marketing initiatives and also Twitter, that it's going to, I guess, merge with the current. If I understand correctly, Twitter will merge with the current funds, right?
Yes, doing a single multisig
Yeah,
for, yes.
yeah. So
And because the T Academy team and translations and maybe animation are going to disappear,
yeah,
so we are the last man standing.
yeah.
And giving in the future proposal a special amount for bounties as big necessity of translations or some designs, you know. So more contributors can join comms, not only us. I don't know if Irem, you have something to say. I know you're kind of new in this, and you get to a struggling situation in comms, but you have some commentaries to say. If not, it's okay.
Yeah, sure. No, I definitely like that idea. Like, especially at this time for the next proposal, I think it's really nice to keep things compact, and I think that would also create more internal communication between more internal not just communication, but also I think more alignments between different comms teams as well. Just keeping it under one budget, even. So I think it's a good experiment to try. And in terms of different bounties, that too, I think like translations and the video production, those teams relative to maybe marketing and Twitter, they definitely they meet bi-weekly. There's maybe like less, not less, but work being produced not weekly maybe. So I think that too it's a good way to create space for bounties and to get in more contributors and also just keep things more compact. So yeah, I think it really works. It really works that way. I think it yeah, it's good to try it out definitely. And good work.
Yes.
It does it. Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Um, Juanca, you would like to add something, or that's all?
Yeah, I think this is a really good way to solve this issue. Maybe like each team having a multisig could have been a success,
Yes.
but we didn't know, and what we're seeing now is that maybe it would be easier to manage just one multisig. And I mean, for example, in Gravity, we manage just one multisig, and it's already complex. And I can't imagine how is it to manage five multisigs. And like when you have a closer group, you can have more accountability. And yeah, it's not to compare the work of anyone, but it's better when you have like an unified criteria, because each if each team had a different criteria for making the bounties, that also could lead to a not so efficient usage of the funds. So I think it's a really good idea and decision that you are proposing as a placer.
Thank you, Juanca. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate your support. Things are going to be great, I think. Uh, just we need to make things good. I will. I was expecting more team contributors. That's also a big problem. We have been struggling the past weeks. We not have the contributors here. They not us. They not are coming to the calls. So I really appreciate guys that you're coming to the call, so you can help me with these problems. And I think we can start making the next steps. So the next step I need to do is to talk with Patty from T Academy, so we can make a temperature check about what's going on with this problem. If she see that if she saw that Angie and Anna were too much into this team and all the stuff. But with that, we can finalize the call here. Remember that we are going to have like weekly calls. So the next week we don't have calls until the next 1 week, and I think that's it for me. If you want to add if you want to add something, feel free. But I think we can finalize the call now.
I have some go ahead. Sorry, I had some questions about Twitter.
Okay.
Just because we couldn't have the meeting this week. Is it usually? I know we have the Airtable and anyone can draft it, but I'm wondering if there's already like a set amount of number of tweets that we like we agreed on tweeting each week. Is it possible to just go into Airtables? Like, for example, can I suggest a tweet and draft it and then ping you and you check what's the
Yes, of course.
process of doing it? Okay, cool.
Feel free to do it. The I think the better option is to have one tweet per day, so we can interact with our followers and not losing
Mhm.
engagement. So I think one per day is okay. Yeah, and yeah, you can draft in Airtable. You you can do it.
Mhm.
To it. Feel free to do it.
And perfect, thank you. And another thing, and I forgot to ask about this in marketing culture, but does TC ever host any AMAs or any Twitter spaces or did it before? I don't know if it's something we think about just
Well, in the
around token
yes,
engineering and maybe with TC stars even like some um I don't know, maybe it would be cool to plan those things like going forward for more engagement as we like since we're
it's a
talking a
really good
lot
idea.
about that.
Yes, we used to have a couple of MAS in the past in TC. And for Twitter Spaces, well, Juanca is proposing a Twitter Space for Gravity. So we can look how it goes.
Mhm.
The TC Stars one idea, I think it's like a kind of a podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that'd
with
be
special
cool.
guests and stuff. Hey, and team. And
DM.
that's it. You lose the comes actual status. We have I think the final decision. I don't know if the final, but the most near to this is to use a little of the marketing budget to pay the pending payments of translations.
Okay. Uh, well, I imagine that would be the outcome. To be honest.
Yeah.
And I guess what's or you know um when do we know if that's the final decision, or how is it going to move forward?
Maybe we can open a forum post
Okay.
the decisions or the new steps in comms, and also we're having a stewardship calls next to this, so maybe I can talk of this. But I think a forum post will be the option, advice process post.
And just out of curiosity, what about the other issues? Just like over the overall status of the comms team.
Yes. It's okay in Twitter. We are okay in Twitter. We have a couple of dollars left. Also, translations. This team, some store said it's very awesome, but not indispensable in this moment for TC by the situation, the economical situation. So maybe we need to say that the translations and the T Academy team, uh, maybe we need to say goodbye by the moment to these teams.
Okay.
Also, animation team is by project, but you know, I think the main teams here at Twitter and marketing, the teams that are very necessary to not disappear because they are like a very good piece in TC. We need it. So, but these ones, yeah, we need to say goodbye by the moment. Maybe in the future they come back, but by the moment, no. And also, when we have zero in our budgets in each teams, we are going to open just one multisig for the comms. This to help safety and translations and the audit, because having 5 multisigs, it came very complicated. So that's kind of all. And yeah, I don't know if someone have a commentary or opinion.
Yeah, I just want to say that the marketing calls, I will be having them weekly. If you
Okay.
want to go, yeah, if you want to go every 2 weeks, that's fine. But I'll be hosting them weekly. And going
Yeah,
over.
I
Yeah.
think we can have the Twitter and animation weekly. I know the Twitter and marketing weekly, and the comms bi-weekly.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay, I think that's all for me. We can finalize the call now and you in the rest of the week.
One last thing. This is more like a question. Do you know why the DJ bot is not working with the usual command?
I have no idea. Maybe we need. Maybe we need to update it, or maybe it doesn't work.
Or maybe I need to bribe him like the DJs at the bars. They take requests for a bill.
You need to give them give it a shot.
Yeah, do that, Manu. I think that'll work.
Okay.
Thank you, Acid Laser. Thanks so much.
Thank you, guys.
This is great.
Have a great day.
Thank you,
You
Asilesa.
too.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.